is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm
Oh,
married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler. Yeah. What didn't you get?
You screaming into the mic because you're so freaking amped, dude.
Shit.
I got
Right
that
off,
one.
right off the bat. Just
There goes our sponsors.
Swear it up. Yep.
Who would sponsor
When
this shit show?
I did talk to him, I was like, hey, did you I figured the first step is you listen, and he's like, I don't do podcasts, and I'm like, truth tell, except for mine, I don't listen to podcasts.
Wow, you narcissist. All I do is listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went to old-time
but
radio.
anyway, so then
host.
we kind of had a brief discussion.
Have you heard about a podcast?
Kind of had a brief discussion about, I was kind of trying to be like, look, we swear on the show.
Yeah. That's an understatement.
But he's got to,
We swear because we're effing passionate, Tyler.
Right. No, I made it clear that, there's method to the madness, and all we're really looking to do is to actually talk about comics. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. I know you're not aware of this, but we're doing the show on 2 different days.
Whoa.
Blow your mind.
Yeah, we had an original time to go see Ant-Man, and then I had some... then
Jake just had to be like, well, I have things that take
I have
precedence.
responsibilities. Yeah. So we couldn't make the showing, but I had some time, and I thought, why not,
Let's put it this way. We're both in radio, and sometimes there's state tournaments, and that means one or both of us is very busy.
Yeah. So
generally one.
I've carved out some time here in the afternoon.
I don't do shit during these tournaments.
Anyway.
Somebody's like, hey, there's a tournament. I'm like, no shit. Is that what all the traffic was about?
Are you done? I'm Tyler, and I don't know how to end a bit.
I'm Tyler. I'm off topic.
Bow.
Bow.
Yeah.
See, I know how to end
Well,
a bit.
and to be honest, I've been really I've been slacking on the pod because I'm working on a different thing. I'm working on another side.
You're a
project,
lollygagger.
so.
It's okay.
And I got a family. What can I say? What can I say? I'm doing my best.
Hey. Right.
I always wish I one day hope that I could be in a Scorsese movie, but he's gonna die before I'd ever be in his movies. I'm not Italian enough because I'm not Italian.
No, I mean you could be in one of his movies. He doesn't.
I'd be the guy that gets beaten up.
Have you seen?
He always beats up guys like me.
Go
stocky white guys.
Go like IMDb his filmography. He did like that period piece. That's really weird, like in the 18th century. Do you know what I'm talking? Like Sense and Sensibility. Martin Scorsese. He's done like a lot of different movies. Like
Did
he's
he do like a
known.
Rolling Stones documentary?
Yeah,
Like he toured with them
no,
for a
it was
little
the band, I think.
Yeah, the band.
Yeah, the band.
The Rolling Stones. Yeah. Anyway, we were way off topic. Off panel.
But you could be
I'm
in
Jake,
one of his
by the
movies.
way.
I'm Tyler. No, you could be in one of his movies. The problem is that by the time this slow-moving behemoth gets to where it needs to go, and then we become household names,
we take over the world.
Probably either A, not be around, or B, not directing anymore.
I need to learn how to do a good Scorsese voice. And that's a motion picture.
You just have to, like the...
it's like a weird combination of like an old-timey sounding guy and Ben Shapiro. That's what where my mind went. Yeah. Now that's cinema. Or maybe a little there's a little bit of Stan Lee in there. Martin Scorsese, I love
One
pictures.
of the great things about making pictures.
Yeah.
One of the great things about making pictures. You see,
he's got. It's like that.
And then De Niro does this thing, and he does this thing.
It's the fast talking New Yorker.
You're a fast talking New Yorker.
Whoa.
Get back on track.
Wow.
Son of a beast.
Yeah. So we're gonna do things a little bit differently. So
my neck hurts.
Wow.
I need to power lift more.
We are gonna do
Jesus.
some news at the beginning, but we're also going to be putting the long box at the beginning. So then,
this show's all fucked up.
So then the new segment. I'm not gonna name it yet because the sounder is amazing, so I don't want to spoil that.
Yeah.
The new segment and then we will also have our Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania review. So let's get into the things that I also wanted to talk about today. So last weekend there was a football game that we can't say. So I'm gonna still try my best to share my enthusiasm for the Flash trailer, but we lost about 10 minutes of the pod here. And
We don't know how things do.
You'd think after 83 episodes, shit like this wouldn't happen, but it does. Technology.
Well, you know what we do? We forget to put because you have settings like on your phone and your laptop. I do too. Like when it shuts off or when it goes to sleep or whatever, and it goes to sleep after we're really involved with our discussion, and then you need to open it up for something, and you realize, oh, we haven't been recording for the last 10 minutes, and we've had a really incredibly
it was an engaging
in
conversation.
depth. Let's start over. Shit.
Let's quit the show.
Fuck it.
Anyway, so there were two big trailers
Flash,
that we want to talk about. The first we want to talk about The Flash, which I was saying before, it is finally we get to see this movie that these people inside Warner Brothers and DC have been talking about, where there was a talk over the summer when they canceled Batgirl. Like, why is The Flash still happening, especially with all this shit happening with Ezra Miller? At the end of the day, you had James Gunn even saying it's great. We finally get a look at it, and while it was funny because you only saw 30 seconds in the game, and they're like, "Well, go watch the rest of it on YouTube.
Go watch it online, you damn millennials."
Ding dongs. Anyway,
we're sorry that your attention spans.
I will tell you this, as a DC fanboy, when you and I watched the game together, and we saw the trailer, I literally went, "Oh, it can't be bad." I did say that after that Batman v Superman trailer, so I've been wrong. But I don't know, man. It's just so cool to see two different eras of Batman in the same movie. It's crazy.
Yeah, we got to see Batfleck and Michael Keaton. I didn't really like the tongue in cheek, like, yeah, I'm Batman. All right, fuck you.
I feel like that was just for the trailer.
But I hope so.
I hope.
But you know what? The whole Otto Octavius thing. Like,
yeah.
Right?
That was kind of.
But we did get to see the old Batmobile with the big dick in the middle. The big old dick.
See, when I thought it was Batfleck, but I thought based on how the bike looked, I thought that was Bale for a second. I was like, shit, did they just like casually
show the bike that Bale
that
used.
looks like the Tumbler bike.
Right.
So I was like, I don't know. I don't think he would have signed on to do something like that.
You said earlier that you thought you saw, the blue and the gray?
Well, in that, there's another shot of the bike, and it's Batfleck, and it looks like he's in a blue and gray Batman costume, which would be cool because we've never seen that on screen. I mean, other than the 66 Batman.
Yeah, which doesn't really count. Yeah. Because it's,
Great movie, though. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Fucking, I'm trying and there's a baby. Well, shit. Now there's a bunch of kids playing. Well, shit.
Remember the meme I sent you of like, it's amazing that The Dark Knight Rises recreated that scene where it's literally him just getting rid of a bomb? Which I know was not intentional, but it's like the most unintentional, awesome, like,
I feel like
callback.
a lot of Nolan's Batman movies, there was a lot of unintentional hilarity. Like after the fact.
I love those movies. I would love to do a rewatch for the show or something.
Sure.
Because I got the Blu-ray.
But back in when I was a little kid, like late 70s, early 80s, Batman was like, blue cowl and cape, and then gray, and like, he had the yellow belt and the gray shorts.
Like the Detective Comics Batman.
Yeah.
Like early.
And And my mom, bless her heart, she got a kit and made me a cake. And it looked exactly like the fucking Batman in the comic books. And, like, of course, my brother and I were just like, oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, it was still one of the coolest, like, things I've ever seen in my life. Like, Mom, you made me Batman and I can eat it?
That's why I love that these characters have existed for so long. Because you get the Grant Morrison Batman, you get the Frank Miller Batman, you get the Scott Snyder Batman, you get for better or worse, you get the Tom King Batman. It's cool to see something like that put into a movie of like, this was Burton's Keaton Batman, this is the Snyderverse Batman, you know.
Right.
Like, I don't think don't get me wrong, I don't think they're doing Batman No Way Home and like I don't see Christian Bale showing up in this. I don't see any more of that. But
Batman No Way Home.
I was surprised, and I was also. I know you probably didn't care for this version of because you when we were talking about it before. I said I was excited for this version of Supergirl, but you were kind of like, eh.
Well, no. This makes a lot of sense because when they were talking about the reboot with James Gunn, and he was talking about the Supergirl Tom King run that the movie's going to be based off of, which is basically, from what I understand, I know nothing about the run, but what I understand is that it's it's showing that, Clark got shot to Earth and basically got, picked up almost right away and lived a loving life. And all
she had to fight.
But she had to, fight tooth and nail to survive because, Argo City, I think, detached from Krypton before it blew up. So it was like this
floating city.
Yeah, in space or whatever. So, I mean, I can only imagine the type of shit. Like, Battlestar Galactica is one of my favorite series ever. But it's very much like that, you're in space and you have to find ways to survive.
Yeah, and I'm interested.
I'm excited, and if that's why they have the Supergirl instead of Superman in this Flashpoint, it's because they're going to somehow utilize her in that Woman of Tomorrow movie that they're gearing up.
Maybe.
And why she's so pissed and shit.
That could be.
Because she seriously obviously looks like she's been through hell.
That could be. That could be.
I'm just saying, that would be cool. Because I'm excited
about
that.
I think it's just using her as they just made a change because they didn't know they could get Cavill. Where I've heard that he did shoot it and then was taken out later. I don't know. But I thought the motivation to have Supergirl and change it up and make the adaptation there was because in the Flashpoint, he's trapped and experimented on, and that's why I thought she had the clothes on that she did, the gown.
I'm
so
certain that it's just a gender switch.
That's why they did the swap.
I'm assuming it's just a gender switch.
Because I think they did it.
I have no problem with it.
I think they did it early on because they didn't know what was going on with Cavill because as James Gunn eloquently
put, they dicked him
around.
In fucking development for goddamn 9 years. How many people have written this script?
You by the way, there's some dude that's already made a video saying that was a gender swap just to be woke somewhere. I don't know. I thought she looked cool in the trailer.
Yeah.
I think I like people are shitting on her costume. I like her costume.
It was
There's
just the angle that
There's a lot of red.
It was the angle that they showed, the close up that they showed. You really only see the red in the cape, and the general Superman outfit or the Supergirl, whatever, the general Kryptonian, whatever,
House of L.
Well, but you see blue with cape, red cape. But not all red, a cowl almost.
They did it's like
but she looks like she has sort of a neck.
I think it's
a neck cape thing going on.
It's a combination of the traditional suit I think of, and then the kind of looks like the Injustice Superman suit, which is a lot of red on the shoulder with the cape. That's kind of what I was looking at too.
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem. Like I said, the angle was weird, and I knew that. I'm smart. See, I'm a smart consumer.
This is why I'm excited.
I don't just go on YouTube and make videos about shit. They made it because it was woke.
After Black Adam, which I said is a movie that I thought was fine, but it's not a good movie.
It was okay.
It's not something I'd be like, I gotta see Black
Adam.
Still
haven't re-seen it.
It's been a while.
Even though I have an HBO Max subscription.
It's been a while.
I could watch it
since I've seen a DC trailer where I was like, holy shit, I'm in. And I want to see this in a theater.
Did we get a Black Adam trailer last Super Bowl? Was that it? I bet you we did.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
You don't think? Because it came out last summer, didn't it?
No, I
don't know. What is it about total off topic?
Total Recall.
What is it about Total Recall that I can watch that fucking movie every fucking day and never?
You gotta get on TikTok, man, because there's so many Arnold. What the fuck did I do? There's so many memes out of that on TikTok.
Give those people ear.
Like I saw one that said, "When God, when I ask when I'm in, and it's like heaven as a green screen." God, when I ask him where's the hentai, and it's like, what the fuck did I do wrong? And he's like getting thrown at us. There's so many of those. I was like, Jesus. That's all my For You page is, just fucking memes.
By the way, we just want to give a shout out to whoever came up with the idea of the skateboarding Jesus.
Excuse you, it's Jesus Christ.
Steezus?
Yeah.
Let's give credit where credit is due.
Shout out to Luke, friend of the show, because I need to do it because I told him
it's such a
it's
brilliant fucking TikTok too.
It's literally just Jesus doing a Christ pose off ramps. Well,
and like floating in the air and shit.
It's from the game Skate 3.
Oh, I know.
Which is on Xbox Game Pass. I told Luke about it. He downloaded it and he's been making them, and I'm just like, oh my god.
The best part is the even flow soundtrack. You're just like,
but
it's got to be a specific.
You gotta You gotta look at Luke's TikToks because he's doing different ones.
Oh.
He's doing different songs. Like one of them, it's Arms Wide Open by Creed. I laughed so hard. Oh God, what was the other one he did? Oh, Jesus Christ pose. Jesus Christ pose.
Oh, I know the song.
I fucking love Soundgarden.
Thanks for ruining it.
Oh, you know who sings it? Soundgarden. Let's keep it that way.
No.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Wow.
I'm done with you. All right, that's it for the Flash trailer. Let's talk about another trailer.
Right.
Well, anything else?
No, I just I mean, I'm more
It's loosely based on.
I'm more excited than not.
Yes,
but I don't think they're gonna do. We talked about this on the part that was lost. So let's recap real quick. The Thomas Martha Wayne.
Yeah. Well, that's
difference.
It's like we're saying. It's like
we haven't
Civil War. So
Age of Ultron.
They're taking popular names in events, and they're like Age of Ultron. Is essentially the same. Like the comic is a lot weirder, and Wolverine's involved.
Well, the comic book Ultron takes over.
Yeah,
everything,
and the Wolverine has to go back in time and stop
and kill Hank Pym.
Yes,
it's fucking brutal.
Because in the comics, Hank Pym creates Ultron, not Tony Stark.
Yes,
but that's what I mean.
And
it's like
Bruce Banner.
It takes
and Ultron.
But
really,
essentially, it's the same story. It's still Ultron wants to take over humanity. No, they're not at all. But yeah, what we were saying is they're taking this. They're taking titles and concepts.
Days of Future Past,
Civil War,
another really good example.
You're right. Better example. Civil War is a great example of the same story. There's Tony and Cap oppose each other. Now, how they got there, tragedy, but it's not quite the same. Bucky isn't necessarily the big thing in that story. It's the Fantastic Four, and then you can't do that. So, like, okay, well, let's do. And that's the beauty of adaptation. I'm okay with this not being like a 1-to-1 of Flashpoint, and I don't think it necessarily would work as a 1-to-1 as
probably
Flashpoint.
not. No,
So,
but the only reason I bring it up is because in that one, Bruce Wayne's mom is the Joker and his dad is Batman. I don't think we're gonna see that aspect of it, and I'm okay with that because I think that might be packing too much shit.
If you want to, I still think it's on HBO Max. If you want to prep for that, watch the DC animated movie Flashpoint Paradox. It's really good. Really good.
Nah.
DC animation has always killed it. Come on now. All right, next trailer. I was trying to do a referee whistle.
Boop, boop, boop,
First down. The next trailer.
First down. Everybody take a smoke break.
Next one's a Marvel trailer. James Gunn's Last Ride.
Let me get out my ass kissing shoes.
I don't like how emotional this movie's gonna make me. It's the same thing when I watched the Wakanda Forever trailer. Like I don't. Damn it! You're making me feel things.
Damn it!
No,
Cohagen.
But it's not. It's just refreshing to see them back. Like people forget because of Infinity War and Endgame and all this. Like we haven't seen a true Guardians movie in 6 years. By the time this comes out.
You know what I really, really like about it, and you might laugh, but what I really, really like about this one is that they have uniforms.
Oh, the uniform
from the comics.
Yeah,
those are fucking really cool looking.
Yeah, big fan.
Me too.
Big fan.
Me too. Me too.
Who do you think's gonna die?
All of them.
Because clearly they're teeing it up that there's going to be it's going to hit like a brick.
Well, apparently in one scene at the end, what's-her-name's Nebula's carrying Star-Lord.
I don't think he's going to kill Star-Lord. Come on. Come on. You're not going to kill Mario himself.
I'm really pissed that there's not going to be a Lego High Evolutionary or a Kang.
Dude, I can't wait because that's the dude.
Lego.
That's the dude who played Myrn in Peacemaker.
Yeah.
And he got that job because he worked with James Gunn on that show. I can't wait for him because he was really good in Peacemaker, and
he's gonna be nuts.
He looks at like he's really good at playing that cold psycho,
cold and calculated.
Yeah, And we're gonna get more of Rocket's sad backstory, and we're gonna see what's the name
He's
of
really
his
good at
otter
playing-
girlfriend.
I think it's Lila or
Lila.
Lyra.
And fucking Cosmo's gonna be in it. I'm excited about that. We're talking about High Evolutionary. We're talking about Rocket. I'm sorry.
He's really good at playing a character that's cold,
Yes.
but doesn't think he's cold, or doesn't think they're cold. Like, from their perspective, they're not cold. They're necessary.
Yeah.
But from everybody else's perspective, that's cold-blooded.
That's cold.
That's cold-blooded, just like peanut butter and cheese and bananas.
All right.
You ever had peanut butter and cheese?
Anything else? I
Sounds
feel like we talked a
gross.
lot about the Flash trailer.
Why would you want cheese with peanut butter?
But
the fuck is wrong with you?
Jeez.
One or the other. Wow. You know?
wow. So do you think the High Evolutionary is trying to get Rocket back? What do you think he's after? What do you think's going on with that?
I'm willing to bet. Okay, so
I also don't.
what were they called in the second movie?
Ravengers?
No,
What?
the gold people.
Oh, the people that create Adam Warlock?
Mm.
I can't remember.
Well, okay, so clearly they hired him to make Adam Warlock. Okay. And he took all their DNA and whatnot to use to the best stuff, to make Adam Warlock or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be shown. Now, let's not forget that last scene of her seeing Adam's cocoon takes place 4 or 5 years before Infinity War
Yeah.
in the timeline. So we're talking 10 years ago now.
Because
this
they did a
happened.
5-year time jump too.
Right. So this is 10 years ago that we're seeing this, 10 years on. So I'm willing to bet that we're going to see, they're going to find out somehow that, what the fuck were they called? They were called the something, like the art of,
All right, Tim Allen.
the der, the var, the lar, the blah, the kotalar,
The gold people.
the ding, the flat,
Are you done?
the expanse.
All right. That's a show.
I fucking know that. Don't you think I fucking knew that?
Wow.
No, but I think it's gonna come about that that they're going to, Guardians are gonna go. I'm willing to bet somehow they get a fake transmission, they're still looking for the Guardians or so, whatever. So they have to go and deal with these fucking gold assholes, and they go to the gold assholes, and they realize when they get there, all the gold assholes are dead except for one dude, and it's Adam Warlock. And why he wants the Guardians, I don't know. I'm willing to bet Groot has something to do with it, because Groot is a singular
he's his species
entity,
is pretty
and the
much
High
died out.
Evolutionary. Yes, High Evolutionary has always been about, whatever. So, isn't Drax the last of his people? Mantis also is a completely anomalous creature, because she is one of Ego's daughters.
Yeah, they did that in the holiday special.
And right,
they elaborated on that.
right. So there is no other Mantis. There is no other Groot. There is no other. I'm willing to bet that he's just oh wow, okay, wait. So I know Rocket's with him, and what are all these? Man, they can really fucking make.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting wet.
He's like the collector, but for people.
I think it's just going to be something as simple as they'll do a cool story around it better than.
I wouldn't be surprised if them wearing the uniforms is like them joining the Nova Corps or something. So because they have to tie back to the Nova Corps, you feel like, right?
I think maybe what they might be trying to do when they showed that suburban shit, I'm willing to bet
which was funny. When
maybe they might have brought some to Earth from the Nova Corps or from the Nova Empire. I don't know, but that's actually a really good point, because they do have the Nova symbols.
Yeah, they're wearing the blue Nova Corps. So.
Right. Well, the Nova Corps is blue and yellow, not blue and red.
Oh my gosh!
Listen, buddy, it's important.
But it's the thing they wore in the comics when they were working with the Nova Corps.
Well, when they were in nowhere.
I'm telling. Well, the Guardians of the Galaxy video game touched on that, where they
Guardian of the Galaxy in the comics. So is Iron Man.
So is Venom.
Fuck you.
When it was Agent
Venom.
Venom.
Agent Venom's a cool fucking comic book.
You're
dude.
a cool comic book.
You're a cool comic book. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah. All right, let's.
No, but it's gonna be. That'd be fun if they are trying to like be like the Guardians of the Nova. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. But in the game, it's like.
Do you think Nova's gonna show up?
I was wondering if they're gonna try and touch on the game because I know
Elvis
James Gunn is playing it.
Elvis, do you want to know?
Because they sent it to him.
Do you know?
Because you won't shut up and let me talk. I'm trying to wave you off. Shut your mouth.
No, but do you think Nova's gonna
Zip
show up?
it.
Last question.
Zip it, Nova Corps. Anyway, what were you saying? You think the Nova Corps is gonna show up?
Do I think Nova?
Nova
or even Sam?
No,
what's his name?
I feel like they're gonna introduce Nova in a fucking Disney Plus show or something. You know what I mean?
Oh right, didn't they say already that they're making a one shot?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Way to
Maybe
pay
it might be a
attention.
special.
Way to
It might
pay
be.
fucking
It might be
attention.
one of those special presentations.
Your
or whatever.
special presentation or whatever.
By the way, before we get into the Ant-Man and the Wasp stuff, I do find it interesting that Kevin Feige sounds like he's listening. He said they're going to turn down the volume of Disney Plus shows and movies, maybe because he's starting to realize that people, and not necessarily for air quotes wokeness, but people might be getting a little tired of watching all this Marvel stuff. How many times have I said, like, I don't think I'm going to watch that. I'm not going to watch it. Not for me, but I'm probably not going to watch, you know. So we're seeing that. We're seeing some changes. So we'll see what happens. Tyler, it's that time. 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 Stop it, it's creepy. Wow, lost my mic. Tyler, it's the long box.
Sorry,
time.
we got to chant when we do the long
box. See, we finish each other's sentences.
It's fucking weird.
No, I broke the computer again.
Way to fucking go.
Tyler, I want to go first this week.
Okay.
Because I got something I got to say. I can't stand you.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. You're my best friend.
You're a fucking dick.
All right, now you're one of my best friends. So this week,
And
I want to talk.
falling down the list every day.
This is why I love this segment because it's a little bit out of what
This is
we.
why I love you.
This is a little bit out of what we talk about usually. Because we're more comic book and superhero oriented.
Superhero horny?
I watched a movie.
What the fuck?
I know.
What was it called?
On HBO Max.
Oh.
It's called The Menu.
Oh!
Starring Nicholas Hoult. Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh, she's just
That's right?
gorgeous.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yes.
And Ray Fiennes.
She is probably the most ethereal, beautifully ethereal creature.
Wow. It's getting horny on the main.
No, I mean, like, she's even
No,
come out,
she's really good in this.
she's
by
come
the way.
out and said, like, whenever people call her beautiful, she's like, really? Because she thinks her eyes are too far apart. But she's got a
Can
singular
I talk
look.
about the movie?
Oh, I just want to think about Anya Taylor-Joy.
Well, I get it, but she's a beautiful lady.
Go ahead. I'll just sit over here.
The Menu is a movie I hadn't. It's one of those movies where I thought it was going to be something and it was totally different, and I'm glad it wasn't what I thought it was. And it's something that I didn't watch any trailers for. I just strictly heard it from people talking about
Well, what did you get from the trailers anyway? I saw plenty of trailers
did-
for it, and it didn't really tell me
I didn't watch
shit.
any of the trailers.
Well, they were all over the TV for a while.
But it's one of those movies where
They were all over the TV for a while.
It's one of those movies
Canadian.
where the plot twist happens, and it's such a big twist, and it's such a tonal shift in the movie that you wouldn't want to give that away in the marketing. And yeah, dude, I really enjoyed it. The more I thought about it, I liked it more. Because coming out of it, I thought it was great. And I also, again, it takes a turn and it becomes something that I thought it was, that I didn't expect it going to be. I thought it was going to be like a straight up suspenseful thriller movie. It is that, but it's also very funny. It's a very dark comedy. And there's all the performances are great, and it does a great job of really driving it. It does it get a little heavy-handed. I think every movie can do that when you're trying to drive home a point. But I don't want to spoil anything. I'm trying to be as vague as possible because I want you to see it, and I don't want to spoil anything for you because it's a fun movie. And I would recommend it. It's only about an hour 47. It's not super long.
Huh.
It's pretty lean. Like no, and the whole movie takes place on an island. It takes place in it's like this super rich exclusive place called the Hawthorne, and Ray Fiennes runs it. And he's like this big prestigious chef. So only like the most elite rich people can be on this island. So you think the setup is gonna be like fucking Hunger Games, dangerous game, like he's gonna hunt them, or like what they're eating people or something like that. Which is what I thought it was gonna be. It's not that. It's totally different. And
you spoiled it now. I don't want to watch it.
That's not even close. But no, Ray Fiennes is fucking great in it because he's such a good actor. Nicholas Holt's good in it. Anya Taylor-Joy's really good too. She's
there's a bunch of people.
She's the lead. John Leguizamo's in it. Yeah.
There's a bunch of people in it that you wouldn't. You're like, oh yeah, they're in it too.
No, I really dug it, and the more I thought about it, and I think you would also like it because its message, especially as someone who is a creative person, the messaging and the allegory and the satire to it is just so good and so on point, and it's really good. I would recommend it. Big fan. I would give that 4 Ray Fiennes out of 5.
Why not 5? I feel like if we don't give it a perfect score,
oh
we
my god! And
why.
by the way, I love cheeseburgers. Probably my favorite thing on the planet is a cheeseburger, and there's a really good cheeseburger scene in this. Like he is cooking the fuck out of that cheeseburger, and I wanted it. I wanted it in my body. I wanted it inside me. Inside me. Inside me. Inside me.
Oh.
All right. So Tyler, what's your long box? We haven't even gotten to the fucking reviews yet.
I know, right?
Take that hair out of your mouth.
Yeah, it's pubic hair. I have
from my mom. What? Wow. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Wow. No, it's my own. Jeez.
That's impressive.
Well,
you got pubes on your
I
face.
got a lot of time on my hands. Okay. So I've been kind of watching movies that I really, really like from back in the day, and like I said, Total Recall is one of those movies that I can watch like all the time, and you know that's not what my long box is because we've talked about it. Didn't we do a commentary on it yet?
That's no. Commando, Predator.
Yeah,
but not,
we need to do Total Recall. That one's.
Pretty,
yeah. Screw you!
We should do a commentary on the commentary. The Paul Verhoeven, Arnold Schwarzenegger guy.
It would, you know what? I think if we did that, we would open a portal to like the 17th dimension.
That would be the most unintelligible piece of garbage ever produced because it's them talking, then us
over
doing
the movie, and then us talking over
with
them
their bad doing
over
bad
them,
accents on them.
Also.
All right, that was summoning a
You
demon.
gotta let it.
Sorry. Anyway, it's not that.
It's not Total Recall.
But it's a different guy.
But it's a different guy. So when I was younger, Taxi Driver was probably the most was probably the first like really disturbing movie I saw when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And I didn't obviously quite understand it until I was a little older, and you know what it was, what was going on and shit.
What was going on, Tyler?
Yeah, I don't know. Before then, I still don't really know. Anyway,
you talking to me?
I never really watched the Godfather movies, but Scent of a Woman was big when I was like late 80s.
Oh, what a movie. What a movie.
Yeah, pretty good.
My favorite part is when he talks about...
Believe it or not, the first big Al Pacino movie I ever watched was Dick Tracy.
Wow.
When he's under a ton of makeup. Wow. And that's a bad movie.
Even like not even Scarface or anything?
I saw Scarface later on down the road. But we're talking about mid to late 80s.
That's a movie I would love to talk about. Scarface?
Mid to
what
late
a movie.
80s. So by the mid 90s when Heat comes out by Michael Mann, you know, these two Hollywood heavy hitters, like now it's actually kind of common for this to happen, and they've actually done a movie since called Righteous Kill, which is actually not a bad movie. It's a stupid fucking title, but it's actually a pretty good movie. Go check it out.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
It's a stupid. If you are turned off by the title, no,
because that's the other one.
I don't have time for The Irishman. I also don't have time for Netflix.
3.5 hour movie.
I don't have time for Netflix.
I just have time for fucking
Hulu.
Anyway, Heat.
So by the mid '90s, these two Hollywood heavy hitters had
That's my Al
never
Pacino.
ever played opposite each other. They'd been in one movie together, but it was
The Godfather?
Will you let me fucking talk? I don't think I've said once. I don't usually do this, but goddamn, just let it rest for a couple minutes here. I feel so bad.
Go ahead.
Will you fucking? You're just like me.
No, I
like,
deserved it. I
no,
kept
no,
interrupting
when
you.
you're talking too, though, like I'm the same way because we both know so much about the same shit. And we're
Yeah.
both so excited. Like, yeah, Godfather Part 2. Like, yes, fucking Godfather, fucking Part 2. Fuck.
That's a drop. Fucking Godfather, fucking part 2.
But yes, Godfather Part 2. But they don't play in the same scenes. They're obviously what's his name's playing. Now I need you to help me.
No, I'm not saying shit. I'm not stepping in at all. Wait, what?
But Robert De Niro plays the older Marlon Brando character when he's younger, when he's
Yeah.
on Sicily in like flashbacks, and Al Pacino plays what's his name? Do you know Godfather movies?
No.
Me neither.
He plays the guy.
I don't see what the big draw is, to be honest.
It's that
I
Family Guy joke.
I know you can't say that. You can't say that Goodfellas is a better gangster movie because you know that Goodfellas takes a lot and owes a lot to the Godfather movies, that kind of genre. But still,
Yeah, the mobster movies.
Goodfellas is a far superior fucking. Sorry,
I like Goodfellas a lot more.
right? It's so much better.
Great movie. Great
Ah.
movie. I'd do a commentary.
Ah, oh.
My whole life, I wanted to be
It's
a
too
gangster.
bad Pacino wasn't in that one. Hey, you talking to me?
Too
Hey,
bad.
Hey, you gotta. Hooah!
I do love the
So-
fact that Pesci just played the same guy in
Right.
Casino and Goodfellas.
And the movie you just referenced. What was it? Netflix movie. Irishman.
Oh, The Irishman. I forgot he's
Play
in
the
that
same
movie.
fucking one in that too.
I'm an angry little guy. Stamp.
Eh.
He's not the guy with the fucking
So let me get
pen.
back to my long box.
Heat. Not to be confused with The Heat.
So one of the things, so this was a big deal when Heat came out because it was like, holy shit, finally, Pacino and De Niro. And when I first watched it, I didn't see it in the theaters. I saw it when it came out on video. And when I first watched it, it was long and boring. And the one scene that they have together, which is actually pretty fucking cool, is they're sitting in a coffee shop and talking to each other about what's going to happen. And they know, they know that one's a cop and one's a criminal, right? But, they're just talking. And we're just talking. But I don't know if there was any improvisational going on there, but I think Pacino is just such a whack job that at one point he's like, I have this dream. And I wake up and there's all these faceless people and they're dead. And they're all the faces of the people that I investigated their murders, and they're just staring at me, and I'm staring at them, and that's it. That's the dream.
Wow.
And De Niro's just like De Niro the entire time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But De Niro the entire time is like this.
Doing the De Niro face.
Yeah, I got a dream too.
I got a dream.
And it's so stupid. It's
Isn't Val Kilmer in that movie?
Yeah, he's really good. But of course, he's Val Kilmer. But there's so many parts. I read like a retrospective, and they've talked to Pacino has since come out and said that he always believed while he was playing the character in Sense that his character Vincent Hanna was on cocaine most of the movie. And that makes a lot of sense. If you watch that again and you have that in your mind, it makes sense, dude, why he's acting like such a jackass the whole time.
Yeah.
Because it's just Pacino being Pacino. He's like, you can come in here and ball my wife and sit on my couch and eat my snacks, but you can't watch my fucking TV. This is my TV. And like he's talking to somebody. He's talking to Hank Azaria. who is like fucking Val Kilmer's wife on the side, and they get to him to get to her to get to the crew, right?
Yeah.
So they get to him first. And they're like, and he's like, oh, fucking, why did I get involved? And Azaria plays a shithead who literally was just looking for a piece of ass. And once, you know, she thinks that he's, you know, a guy to like break it off with Val Kilmer and go to. Obviously not, right? Because he ends up turning her into the cops and shit. And
yeah.
Da, 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 da. You've seen the movie.
I have not.
What? What? Huh?
How?
Wow.
The truth comes out.
Oh. So he's talking to Hank Azaria, and he's like, oh, why did I ever get involved with this bitch? And he's like, because she's got a great ass, and you got your head way up it. And it's just like, wow. Like, and I texted you at that moment. I was like, can we please do a deep dive on Pacino and Heat? Because De Niro,
he went full cage.
De Niro is understated, as always. But Pacino, like, there's a point. Okay, so there's a point where they're watching the criminals.
He's just gonna do the whole movie.
Just calm down. There's just a couple of moments, but
Great eyes.
they're watching the criminals. Okay, the De Niro and Tom Sizemore and Val Kilmer. They're looking at him from like from far away. The cops. And once the criminals leave, the cops go to that place to look and see what they were looking at. Right. And they're all standing there, and they're like, what were they looking at? Ah. And you know, they're all and he goes, I know what they were looking at. And they're like, you know what? And he's like, you want to know what they're looking at? You want to know what they're looking at? Like 7 fucking times. You want to know what they're looking at? Finally, one of the actors, I like to think that
he forgot his line.
No, I like to think that he was just tired of this improvisational bullshit, and he was like, what? Like the 6th time he does it, he's like, what? It's like, it doesn't look like it was planned. He's, what? Say it already. Jesus. The reason why this movie is 2.5 hours long is because of this shit. Fuck. And so he goes, oh, this is good. You guys are good. Oh, you know, they're looking at us. Yeah. You know, and it's just, and
it would make sense that he would think that guy's on coke.
Yeah, right? No, you got to watch it because it is some of the best
But
acting.
you have to watch it as Al Pacino's character is high on coke the whole time.
Well, if you have that in your mind, it makes a lot of sense, and it doesn't, because Pacino's just such a fucking live wire, dude. He's so unpredictable. Like, he's like, he goes to this one guy, and he's just like, give me everything you got. And the guy's like, Vincent, and he just like goes from 0 to 60. Give me everything you got. And then he just calms completely down. And it's just like, what the fuck was that?
He's making choices.
I don't know, but like, again, when you watch it, I watched it again this recently, and that kind of stuck with me, and it makes a lot of sense. Again, De Niro's understated, and he's great. Of course, he's sinister, menacing. He's when he's with what's her name? I cannot remember the actress's name, but she plays Edie. His love interest, when he's with her, he completely, like, you see the underlying tension that he's like, a bad man, like he's a criminal and he's killed before, but you also see that like he really wants to make this work with her and everything. And the ending is pretty tragic, but also pretty cool. And to be really honest, it's just I'm sitting there and they're looking at me. And I'm looking at them. And that's it. That's the dream. What do you think it means? I don't know. I got a dream too. It's one where I'm drowning. You know what that's about? No. What? It's about wanting to get out.
All right. Well, now let's go to our new segment and
Great ass.
That's not the name of the segment. Great ass. We're going to our next segment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say it yet because you're gonna hear this beautiful sounder, and then we're gonna do that and talk about Ant-Man and The Wasp.
All right, we're back from the quantum realm. That was such a.
That was dumb. That sounded a lot funnier in my head.
Yeah, that was stupid. You guys are stupid.
Anyway, so we just got out of the theater, just watched Ant-Man and the Wasp.
No wonder
Quantumania.
people call us cucks.
Oh, wow. Shills. Marvel shills. I think you and I are going to have interesting opinions on this movie.
Yeah. We just got back literally from the movie theater.
So before we're going to give our spoiler-free...
Ooh, should we play like the little recording we did in the theater when we were there way too fucking early because of my fault?
You got to send it to me. Oh, yeah, because our theater
Why don't
experience...
I just play it into the microphone? It's fine.
No, just send it to me.
No, I'm not going to do all that.
What?
You just need...
All right.
Yeah,
It's not gonna sound.
it's good.
You're gonna play it.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go.
Theater right now. We were way too fucking early.
We were there a half hour.
We got a lot of pop. They'll be gone. If I know my movie theater etiquette, we got a half an hour until the movie start time, which is when the previews start. God knows how many motherfucking things are those. Because it's the start of summertime, you know, all the blockbusters. There's a lot of movies coming out in March.
What are we doing?
We're so bored.
So,
Way to contribute.
I thought we'd throw this in the show for no reason whatsoever. This is us from the quantum realm.
What was that? That's going out of the quantum realm?
You don't like that? That's not good content? No. I'll just press stop. Yeah.
He's like trying to press stop on my fucking... He just can't do it. I'm like, what do you... What? I'll just press stop.
Yeah.
No, so we got there way
That's
too
how
early.
bored we were. We
Yeah,
were
we
doing
way
shit
too
like
fucking
that.
early. And yeah, the previews, bullshit.
What?
I didn't see one preview that I was like, oh. Wait, maybe I did.
Well, I've seen that Dungeons and Dragons
I do wanna
trailer
see
so
that.
many times, though.
I want to see that. That looks good and fun.
And good and fun.
Good and fun. It's like good and plenty, but without the plenty and add the good and plenty. Subtract the plenty. Add fun.
Does that make sense?
It's a fucking story problem.
Anyway.
John has good.
Yeah, so we got the funniest thing about that. So we got there a little early, half an hour. This was in a mall, which I suggested.
We talked about this. Do we have to talk? Do we have to
I'm
bust
just
it out to
saying
everybody here that
we got there too early.
yes, and I made it a point to be like, look, I'm kind of an idiot, so hey man, do you realize how long we have before the theater's
And
over?
also-
like, not once.
Also,
Hey man, hey, do you know how long we have till the movie?
to be fair, I'm usually late to things, so I understand why you
Yeah,
said
you
an
are.
earlier time. So I get it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I was just, like you said in that recording, I was worried about. We had to stop eating the popcorn. We had to
we
cut
had to
ourselves
put
off.
a napkin.
Meanwhile, I got Maria Menounos giving me movie trivia, and I'm. How do you not want to shovel popcorn when you see?
Oh,
movie
dude.
trivia?
Okay, so let's talk about the fucking Kevin Bacon commercial.
Oh my gosh! What is it? Is it a Tesla commercial or?
It was an
an
electric
electric
vehicle,
car.
right? But okay, so let's preface this a little bit by telling you one of the funniest stories from like the first time Jake and I ever like spent did something, like hung out outside of the station back in the day was I got tickets to an Iowa State game and a parking pass, and I'm like, dude, let's go. So we go up there, and I will say this: watching at Hilton is a different experience because those people know their basketball, like they know it. They're not just dumb fans just yelling at everything. In fact, there was a moment where the entire fucking venue went silent. And it was like, oh, and we're like, oh, what's going on? I think a player was hurt or something. And we're just sitting there and everything. And then about 5 rows away or something, this guy just goes, let's see the replay. And it was so deadpan.
Let's check the replay.
Yeah, and we were just like it was so deadpan and it was so quiet and everything that we couldn't help but start laughing, but we couldn't laugh.
Similar situation
Yes.
at this movie theater.
Yes. I mean, we could have laughed a lot
Kevin Bacon has that commercial
harder
with
in the movie theater than
with his daughter.
Hilton, we would have got killed.
He's peddling
Pretty
some electric cars, right?
Yeah.
And he says Evie, or he says Ev, rhymes with Kev. And there's one person in this entire movie. By the way, this people have been filling in at this time, right? So other people have been coming in.
There's probably about 30 people in the theater, and probably about another 20 coming in at the time. Yeah.
And so she this
stadium seating. Can't see this person.
All we could hear was
a woman.
One woman's laugh, just like that, like a cackle. Yeah, like that.
And it was like,
and then him and I are laughing because it's the only time she laughed at that. We thought in our head we had built the lore of she was mad that she laughed at that joke. Like, damn it, they got me.
She's not gonna laugh the rest of the fucking.
Nothing else is funny.
Nothing the rest. I didn't hear her laugh one other time.
Throughout the whole movie,
no.
Even with the jokes.
Definitely did not hear that laugh again. That distinctive, but it was just great.
It was just beautiful timing. But yeah,
there's
anyway, let's talk about the movie.
Oh, okay.
Spoiler-free thoughts.
I think a little bit of my movie reaction is tainted by the fact that I had to piss for most of the second half.
I had to pee 20 minutes in.
I know. Well, why don't you go to the bathroom when we get to the theater? We're sitting there for a half an hour.
My wife, when we go to the theater, she always goes before the movie starts. And I'm like, it makes sense.
Why don't you?
I just.
That's weird.
Once I'm in that seat, I ain't moving.
I guess.
Even if I gotta shit, I'm shitting my pants. I'm not missing a thing.
I liked the movie. Again, I wanted to see
really.
a bunch of stuff that I did get to see. And to be really brutally honest, there was one part of it that made the movie really for me. I got to be honest, and I'll get into it a little later in the spoiler. Once we get into pizza time, which is spoiler.
Yes.
But once we get into pizza time, I'll tell you why. I'm kind of pissed about the Lego set for this movie. When you have so many fucking cool minifigures that you could make out of this fucking movie.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, alone, yeah.
Anyway,
you've seen the dude with the light on his head in the previews, so I can say about that. Yeah. That would have been a cool minifigure. We'll get to that later, but I liked it in general. I'm gonna give it a straight B. I was thinking B minus C plus, but again, I think that was tainted a little bit. So I'm gonna give it a B.
I give it 5 ants out of 5.
Jesus.
No.
Socialist ants, you fucking.
I will. Hey.
Liberal.
Hey. I'll admit, that line is bad. The throwaway.
Well, no. The problem is that socialism is a charged word because a bunch of fucking morons made a bunch of other fucking morons believe that Nazis were socialists.
That's not what I'm.
No, not you.
No, but what I'm saying
that's
is
why it's a charged word. So yeah, it is a
that
stupid
scene.
throwaway
We'll get
line.
into. Well,
sure.
That scene in particular.
Yeah.
People are making a big deal about it because he says the socialism is a charged word, right? Missing the point.
Yeah.
That he starts to get preachy and his daughter cuts him off. As in, it's a joke that they're putting in this message. It's, you know what I mean?
So what was your spoiler-free reactions?
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we'll get more into it when we get into the movie.
Well,
so do your spoiler-free.
The movie sucked. I hated it.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
You said 5 ants out of 5 ants.
No, I think I enjoyed it more than you did.
Maybe.
However,
maybe a little bit.
I think the movie is not without flaws, but
No.
I don't want to get into this whole situation where I'm overanalyzing and nitpicking shit.
I think a lot of my shit that I have a problem with the movie is nitpicky. So yeah, I
don't know. I mean,
I respect that.
I think, and I do think there are.
And I'm gonna try and remove that bias from my. Analysis.
I think there is some fair criticism on the fact that they wanted to make this such a big deal. Because I do think the other 2 Ant-Man movies worked really well because of that, because it was smaller. No pun intended. But at the same time, I really enjoy these characters, and I'm glad they're getting a bigger story.
Yeah.
And I understand why Peyton Reed wanted to make this. Because I understand his idea of like we were tired of being a palate cleanser because they were both those Ant-Man.
Absolutely,
Great
he
move-
wanted
Great
to
doing
have.
job doing that of like making the
Now,
fun Marvel.
we
movie
talked
again.
about this on the first half of the show, but most of the one review that I read, the big ding on this movie was that it wasn't a good Ant-Man movie because it was so big in scale, right?
Yeah.
And they made the point like when you're Ant-Man shrinking along the side of a Matchbox car, it's one thing. But when you're doing it next to a 200-foot amoeba, it just doesn't hit as hard, or it doesn't hit the same.
Yeah.
And that's a fair criticism, and I absolutely agree with that criticism. However, that doesn't mean it's a bad movie.
No,
It's definitely not Eternals
Well,
like, which is right there.
let's just get into it. That's the new Pizza Time sounder. Super epic music.
Pizza time.
Yeah. One more time. This is our spoilers.
Pizza time. Pizza time.
All right.
Can we just start off with MODOK?
You and I both fucking
Because we loved it so much. Do you want to gush about it last? Because we should get through the rest of it, right? Because we're
Oh.
going to gush about MODOK.
We are.
Yeah. So
I would say arguably one of the best things about this movie.
one of the things I really liked about this movie, and I don't think we talked about it at all so far, is how quickly it gets into the fucking plot. Now there is the thing at the beginning with Janet and Kang, and there's that little vignette that kind of explains that.
Like the cold open.
Right. And then you got a Scott doing his thing or whatever. And
What? Come on now. Lay it on me, man. We're in spoiler territory. We can
no,
do whatever we
it's
want.
It's not my problem. It's just there was just something about it that was like, okay, like what are we like? There was a point, I think, 5 to 10 minutes after they got to the quantum realm, and I was like, what are we doing here? What is this?
Oh, are you talking about the little period where they're talking to like the people that live there and like they're in the rebellion?
No,
camp or
I
whatever?
I think it was just a point where I was just like, I'll say this: if I was not a diehard MCU fan and had watched like some other things, like if I came into this, it's probably really tough to come into this MCU like cold.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all over the place, right? But if you never seen any of the other movies and you start with this one, you are fucking lost, dude. You have no idea what's going on. There's no exposition about what happened before. There's references to things, but you wouldn't understand them.
No, it is full-fledged like TV show.
Is it good?
Because people for a while have been saying the MCU, the movies operate as episodes of TV shows.
It was look, the way I look at it, and I think I've explained this in the podcast before, is I look at the MCU movies as like annuals, right?
Yeah.
And the shows are like issues of the comic book. So, like the She-Hulk series was like a 10-issue book, right? And then like, Age of Ultron or whatever is like an annual. It's a double-sized issue, whatever. But it's an issue, right? So this is how, if you're just... Imagine that you can't read any other books by Marvel except for Avengers. Okay?
Yeah.
And every month they'll give you one other book besides Avengers, and that's the only one you get. But you're going to read Avengers every month, and you're going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're going to not see some characters for a while in comic books. That's what happens in comic books. Then they come back after a while. Some characters
they die
are there
and then
all the
come
time.
back.
Did you notice how Iron Man was like in every fucking movie for like 3 years? Yeah, I'm
Or
saying.
Nick Fury, who showed up in 9 movies.
I'm saying, why was he in every movie for like 3 years? Because he was a popular draw, and they knew that no matter what the movie was, he was going to get people coming out into the seats because it was Robert Downey Jr.
And by the time you get to Civil War,
Who was that in comic books? The X-Men and Wolverine back in the the 80s and 90s, or the Punisher. There was a time in the Marvel comic books where all you had to do to sell a fucking book was go, "Hey, the Punisher is in this," or
Ghost
Darkhawk,
Rider,
or Ghost Rider, or
in the 90s, Venom was just,
Venom and Spider-Man was pretty awesome, yeah, because it didn't happen as much as you think, actually.
Well, but I'm just saying there were a ton of Venom miniseries because in the 90s he was extremely popular.
If you think about Venom as a villain for Spider-Man in the comics was never like like a Doc Ock or a Green Goblin. You know, he came around every once in a while, and then it was kill or be killed for a while, and then he went away.
Yeah.
You know, so he's omnipresent in the 90s, but it's like when he shows up, it's like a it's like a 6-issue, you know, thing when he's there, and then he goes away for whatever reason or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that...
What the fuck were we talking about? Off topic.
I think there could be criticisms of it not feeling as much of an Ant-Man movie as it's a Kang movie. Because it's very much a Kang movie as much as it is an Ant-Man sequel.
Well,
Wasp is hardly even in it. It's mostly Ant-Man and Cassie and Kang. And then Michelle Pfeiffer.
When Wasp is in it, she's with Mike. She's with Hank and Janet.
Yeah.
So she doesn't really have any scenes on her own. Which,
look, I will get this out of the way. There's criticism of this movie, but when he gets into the probability storm, that was the trippiest, craziest, silliest shit I've seen in a comic book movie, and I fucking loved it. The fact
great.
that when he is getting engulfed and it should be this really terrible moment, he's just ow, 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 like, and then when he
and
keeps
the Baskin Robbins dude,
every time he gets split up, it's what the hell, what the hell, what the hell, and it's like,
I'm the real one. Well,
there's
you're not
moments,
the real one.
there's moments like that where I'm like, this is so weird and stupid and bizarre, and I love it. And and the fact that they like actually like
it was really
he's crawling up all the other
it
versions.
was good. It was well done. The effects were well done. I really liked how they you know, here's the thing about the quantum realm is you don't want to expose too much of it with exposition and shit.
Yeah.
You want to kind of leave a lot of mystery as to what's going on, like in the background. Like, are those clouds? Is that the sky? Like, what the fuck is that in the background? I like that kind of shit, and it was, again, really well done. I liked a lot of the newer characters that they kind of introduced, the side characters.
Yeah.
I don't know why. There was just something about this movie that was like, just it didn't really it didn't charge me like every other one does, which is stupid because I fucking love Kang. I mean, we got to see fucking Ramatut, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I mean, I think
Immortus.
And I love.
I don't know who the.
I love Jonathan Majors in the role. Like,
I love you.
He was so great in this movie.
Dude, he ate the scenery and with good reason because he was really good at it.
Yeah, he's menacing. He was cold. He was.
I'm trying to see who that other third variant might have been.
Don't look it up.
I am, and you
don't. We were jumping all around.
I know. Well, let's start with the beginning of the movie while you're.
Yeah.
So so go ahead. Start with the beginning or whatever.
No, I'm just saying. No, I just want to kind of talk about things I liked, and I was just talking about the probability storm.
That was really cool.
You and I both loved MODOK. MODOK, I think, was expertly utilized here. You think, like, where could MODOK work in an Ant-Man movie makes the most sense to me, and I don't know why.
So generally, I avoid spoilers, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff you see on YouTube, right, is bullshit.
And it's like pre-rendered pictures
sure,
that are
right?
leaked that don't.
And I think when I was, like, looking through my subscriptions or something one day, because I just put out the music video, so I go and check it every once in a while. But one of the videos, one of the screenshots or the thumbnail was what the hell is Darren Cross or is Yellow Jacket MODOK? And they showed the scene where they're going out to look at everything, and MODOK's like kind of behind him, and Kang's showing him whatever, and he's got the helmet off, and you see his and I saw that and I was like, that's fucking fake as fuck. And then when they actually did it, I was like, well, it looks bad, but it's supposed to. He's stupid.
Yeah. It doesn't look great, but I think that's what makes it even better because, And if you are a diehard,
they could have done.
If you are a diehard MODOK fan,
You're an
I need
idiot.
to talk. No, I need to talk to you because I want to know why. Because that character has always looked silly. That character has always been silly. They tried a little bit to make him a little bit more menacing in the Avengers game, but even then, I'm just still like, he looks too silly. He looks goofy. And to
the baby legs thing.
Have the twist of him being Darren Cross from the first Ant-Man movie is so funny, and it works so well.
I always thought of you as a brother. Really?
Really? Yeah.
Yep. And I get to die.
Or when he
in
gets
Avenger.
to the core of the
He
ship,
gets to die in Avenger.
and then he goes, Darren, can you hear me? Darren, MODOK.
What?
What's going on? Like,
What?
like it's just so funny
I
how
get to
much
die
he
in
hates
Avenger.
it.
Yeah, you made it.
Oh, dude. Well, what even makes it so much funnier too is how they did like their traditional MCU introduction of like making him look menacing and a fucking badass, and then you see him and he looks goofy, and then it immediately cuts and turns into a joke because I'm sorry, MODOK is a silly character.
Dude, here's the thing. They build him up like fairly well, and they talk about he's a hunter, and I'm
Yeah.
like, and I'll say this. I could care less about Bill Murray at this point in his career and everything else. I could care
The
less.
music though for his intro was pretty sweet.
What was it? Oh, that music was that's a.
They're like deep
It's hard to
synth,
make like alien music. That they did pretty well.
like deep synth, like electro.
Because you can't
shit.
help but put human
Yeah.
stuff in
Anyway.
it. Anyway, but if he's in the movie literally just to say he's a mechanized organism designed only for killing, if he's in the movie just for that line and he fucking kills that line, dude, then bravo for bringing Bill Murray on board. Seriously, I'm serious. Up until that point, I'm like, I could give two shits that Bill Murray's in this movie right now. But then when he says that line, dude, and he delivers it with, dude.
Then he gets
Only
eaten by a
somebody,
squid.
only somebody who doesn't read comic books can deliver that line like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm serious. He delivered it like an actor reading like Shakespeare, and it was like a comic book fan would have been like, would have kind of been had a winking at the audience kind of thing going on, but not Bill Murray. He was like, I don't know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and that's why it was like and then so like for like a good minute or so, you see them running and this these POV shots of MODOK like just killing everything in his path, and it's like ooh.
And then the eyes light up in the smoke. 'cause they
Right,
can't
yeah,
see
and you're
anything.
like, ooh, yeah, and then he pops open, and you're like, oh my god.
It just immediately kills.
And
it.
again, that thumbnail came back to me. I'm like, Jesus, that was real.
Well, maybe if there was a few years to make this movie, and
No, I'm fine with it because again,
it makes it adds to the character. Yeah.
it does exactly what it is. It's supposed to be like this is a dumb character, and like yes, that's why we killed him off.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. What else do we want to talk about? Something else we liked? Something else we didn't like? I don't think I liked Kang dying in this.
Yeah, but he's not dead.
There's more Kangs. I know that.
He's not dead.
Not dead. It's going to be really hard for Marvel to pull off Kang the Conqueror, I think. Because there's
Let's talk about Jonathan Majors a little bit because he chewed the scenery, man, and like, but in a good way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
He was very menacing, very cold. Like especially when he's talking to him in the cell, and he's like, "I'll kill your daughter and make you watch it over and over again."
Yeah, it was.
So you beg me to kill yourself?
It was
I'm like,
all.
whoa.
I gotta be like the best actors to me are the ones who say things without actually speaking, and the spaces between words,
Yeah.
and the things that he like facial tics, mannerisms, body language, whatever you want to say, change and like whatever. And he had that in just in abundance, man. And like he really just, it was so much fun. Every time he was on screen, you couldn't help but look at him and just like watch what he was doing because he was just giving like this master class. And it was like, what the hell?
Yeah, and then when he was beating the shit out of him, the Scott, and he has that great line of like, I don't have to win, we just both have to lose.
Yeah.
And so they're still stuck in the quantum realm, and then they come back because that's the thing that I hated about the ending is like,
can I just say, right? How many times are we ending this movie?
yeah, because I thought it would have been a really cool.
But I think that's because I had to piss.
No, I think what I was expecting, and this is just my expectations, and then the mid-credit scene kind of changed my perspective on it. I was going to be like, really? We're just going to... Okay, we got rid of Kang, but now they're stuck in the quantum realm again? And then they just like, oh, we're back home. Problem solved. And I was just like,
Life is back to normal.
I expected this to sort of be like an Infinity War ending where the villain wins. But I think that is them I think that's them prepping us for who Kang is going to be.
Don't forget.
Because there's going to be so many versions.
Don't forget. Okay. Don't forget that the end scene where he's walking with the cake.
Yeah.
And he has that moment where he's like, oh my God, did I kill everyone?
Yeah.
It's played for laughs, kind of, but there is a moment when you're like, oh shit, what's about to happen? I thought something was going to happen, you know? But I like the way they did that because it's a sinister and kind of underhanded way of being like, something's coming to get you.
Did Kang really lose?
Right.
Because there's so many versions of him.
So you didn't see my hair.
Because you see the mid-credits scene and there's just a stadium full of fucking Kangs. And
you got to see fucking Ramatut and Immortus and fucking, I guess, Scarlet Centurion.
But still, that was cool.
But the comic costume is stupid. So the cyborg-looking thing, I guess.
But I don't know if you noticed this, but I felt like what was cool about his performance is he made Kang feel different, but still shared somewhat of the qualities of He Who Remains.
Yeah.
So you're starting to see that through line of him. And I think the more we spend with these different versions, it'll be interesting. It does bother me because Kang is such a hard character to get right because you've got all these different timelines.
To be honest,
there's Iron Lad Kang, and there's all these
to
different
be
things.
honest, man, you got to be really honest about a couple things, and here's what it is. Okay?
All right.
Kang's kind of a throwaway character in the comics. Sorry, he kind of is. If he's as dangerous as they say in the comics, Kang should have won like 1 billion times over, dude. There's no way. He can predict what you're going to do? What? No. You can't. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So.
But anyway, no, I'm excited to see what Jonathan Majors
Ramatut is
can
fucking
do.
badass. That's one of my favorite stupid villains from like the comics. It's fucking great.
Pharaoh.
And for a change, he's the right So I'm sorry that here's one thing that I'm kind of disappointed about is that there was no real reference to him being a Richards, to him being Nathaniel
I think they're holding
Richards.
off on that,
and that's fine.
But I also think there's a little something there to the hollow discs or the hollow square thing with the teleportation. I think
yeah.
I think that's still an allusion to that because if you remember in Multiverse of Madness, that's
illusion, not illusion.
That's how he popped into the Illuminati meeting. So we've already established
that's
Richards
from
tech
the comics
exists.
that it's Doom tech that Richards.
Well, yeah, the
copies.
Doom platforms. I know, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, so we are also still sort of alluding to
whether
that.
he knows it or not. Richards is still second fiddle to Doom.
Oh man,
I mean, he always wins in the end, but he's always got help.
I really would love to see them actually nail a good interpretation of Doctor Doom
or Fantastic Four.
Or Fantastic Four. I mean, I could give a fuck less about Fantastic Four, but I love Doom. So.
Oh, the way that real quick side note.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up.
Finally got around to reading Sins of Sinister 1, which is the start of all that shit.
Yeah.
I reviewed kind of briefly Storm and Brotherhood of Mutants last week, which is part 2. Finally read the first part, and in that one, the way he gets rid of the Fantastic Four, he explains, is that Ben Grimm just wanted to kill the rest of the Fantastic Four. So he sends them on a journey where all 3 of the other ones they're all going to turn into the Thing, and while they're doing it, he's strangling. And they show like this splash page of like Ben Grimm strangling this
Tyler
thingified.
Hold that thought.
Is that Slayer?
Anyway, it's time for the Mayhem Comic of the Week, Tyler.
Fuck. Oh.
Tonight.
Started off with a swear word. Dang it. Heck yeah. Shoot. Shoot.
Dang it.
God darn it.
God dang it.
Okay.
All right.
Where is it?
Upstairs.
Why didn't you bring it?
So the book we're talking about today is
well, sorry. But first thing,
Son of a bitch.
James and Katie, I believe, over at Mayhem Comics in Des Moines or Clive. Go check them out. That's
why it's
place
called-
where I get all my comics.
Yeah, Mayhem Comics. If you're in the area, that's why it's called the Mayhem Comic. Of the
So
Week.
once a week, they're gonna shoot us something that they think is really nice and not Marvel or DC.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. And Tyler kind of put the precedent there, and I really liked it. Of getting books that we normally don't read or probably would pick up.
Well,
this is an image
For all
comic.
the trolls, I am a Marvel shill, and you are a DC shill.
Okay.
So we want to make sure
So,
we cover some.
This book
independence.
is called Black Cloak, written by Kelly Thompson. Art, I think, ink and drawn by
Art and Colors by Meredith McLaren.
and Becca Carey. Also.
I believe she does the lettering.
But interesting book. Now,
Mhm,
this is again why I like this segment, because this is a book that I probably would not pick up. This is a book that, just looking at the cover doesn't
It's
really
Image,
appeal
by the
to
way.
me. I already said that. Why don't you
It-
listen to what I say?
The first reaction, my first impression is Peach Momoko. Have you heard about her? She's like
No.
all over the place right now in Marvel. She's doing all these crazy, these insanely beautiful painted like books that I bought one of them. It's not really my thing. It's more of a manga
Yeah.
style, but she's like retelling these stories, or she's telling stories with Marvel characters in these otherworldly like manga ways. It's manga, it's not manga.
Manga.
But my first impression is
what I
that
said.
it was Peach Momoko, and I was like, okay, well that's not obviously. But yeah, it's a double-sized issue, and
I mean, it's $5, so you're getting a good amount of page numbers.
oh
right?
yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. And so yeah, Black Cloak, and I think we kind of had both the same reaction, which was we talked about a little offline. The first kind of half of the book, when it's kind of world building still, is a little bit confusing, but that's the mark of a good storyteller. And the the people, Thompson and McLaren, the mark of a good storytellers is that, if I wasn't interested enough to find out, then I would have stopped reading.
Right.
I'm interested enough in what you're giving me is enough. You're feeding me just enough to get me to bite. And then once you sink it in, and get the story really going, that's when you got me hook, line, and sinker.
I definitely enjoyed the second half a lot more. I think, the first... Well, and it's like you said, I have not read Saga, but I know what you're talking about. Where it's
Right.
like it's the combination of like magic and sci-fi
And technology.
Right. Because the Black Cloaks are kind of like magic cops. And there's even like some royalty, like a member.
There's a
of
satyr, bartender at one point. There's mermaids.
Or is it? Are you trying to?
Satyr. S-A-T-Y-R.
Here you go, politicking again.
Satyr.
Politicking with your pretension.
What'd you say they're called?
Satyr, I don't know.
Whatever.
Satyr.
The pan god looking motherfuck.
The goat-looking bastard.
But there's those.
There's elves.
Yeah, there's elves. There's a smoke kid at one point. There's a kid made of smoke
Yeah.
when they're
There, but in
shitting all over.
the corner was she had like these like bat wings. It was
Yeah,
kinda
there's
weird.
definitely flying shit.
Yeah. Well, and her partner had wings that he had to
Right.
fly after a dude
Right.
at a crime scene.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like the buddy cop shit is something I'll always like. I always love a good buddy cop story.
Mhm.
I did find it's interesting that there was a whole like royal family still in this like technological magical world. They say it's the last city in civilization, and
Mhm.
it is interesting. The ending is pretty and it's also weird because the art style feels like it could be like a cartoon.
It looks like a cartoon at first.
And then the more you look at it, the better. Like, honestly, I really like the art style. I think it really works for the story it's telling. But at first, it was kind of like I had to adjust to it, and
I could totally see this being like
an
if
Adult Swim show.
Well, if the war in Saga ever ends, I could totally see this being like 100 or like 1,000 years afterwards.
Something like that. But no,
I don't
enjoyed
think
it.
they're connected at all. But there's enough of a kind of like, huh? Like if I'm fuck, what's the name of the guy who writes Saga? Fuck. Fiona.
It's Brian K. Vaughan, isn't it?
If I'm Brian K. Vaughan, I'm giving Kelly Thompson a call and being like, so where'd you get the idea for this?
I don't think it takes that much. From
No, but it's so...
Hey, I haven't read Saga either, so I don't know.
They're very
I
similar.
think you gave me volume 1. I need to read it.
Hey,
Hey.
guy.
Hey.
Yeah, you guy. I gotta stop swearing on this
Overall, now would I say pick it up for $5? I think so. I think that it's an entertaining book. I think again, it's not something I normally would read, but it hooked me enough to keep reading and keep being interested in the world.
Here's one thing we do know.
And I would read it. I would read the second issue.
Kelly Thompson has a lot of books on the market.
Yeah.
So he or she, I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman, because there's guys named Kelly. But
I mean, really.
let's just say this: Kelly Thompson
Yeah.
has a lot of books on the market, so they are prolific writers. So if you are a fan, you may well have read some of their work already, and if you're a fan of their work, definitely pick it up because it's worth it. And I'm assuming I can imagine she or he has a style of writing that kind of draws people into it. Again, she has seriously 14 other series in the back of this
And
book.
she's been in the business a while, so
That's what I thought. I thought she was a girl. She used to, whatever. It's not important.
I'm just saying she's been writing for Marvel and DC. So she's worked for the big publishers and stuff.
Yeah. So creator owned. So that's awesome. But yeah, if you're buying independents, you're going to pay a little more. That's just the way it is. They don't have the distribution and shit.
But I mean, for $5, you're getting a good chunk. It's a
good book for $5.
Yeah.
If you're at the comic shop and you're like, man, whatever you usually collect is kind of thin that week, go check out Black Cloak, because it's definitely. I'll say this. She said to me when she was trying to think of which book to give me, she was like, what was it that I just read that I was like, oh, I can't wait till issue number 2. I won't say I can't wait till issue number 2, but it may be on my pull list from now on, if you know what I mean. And I'm talking about at the comic shop. That sounded really creepy.
Yeah, I don't know why you said it.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull some.
All right, Tyler. I think that's.
So thanks to Ma'am and James and Katie.
Thanks so much.
And yeah.
I always wanted to support local shops.
Yeah. No. Awesome. And we get to talk about comic books. For a change. Right. And stuff that we wouldn't normally talk about, which I like. I like how we're kind of branching out. We're evolving as human beings and as men.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of segments that are hate-filled lately, so I wanted to be a little bit more positive on the show,
Yeah. I really do like. There was a line spoken in Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh, the socialism thing?
No. When she was talking to MODOK, and she was like, it's never too late to stop being a dick.
That's true, Tyler.
And can we just say to all of you who are trolls of this show because you're dicks, it's never too late to stop being a dick.
You know what? We'll make peace.
And beat that beaver up. Wow. Oh, my Lord.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.